Okay, welcome back. We got golems again. Last episode they weren't spawning, but I've just, I'm being chased by this guy because I punched him in the face. I was worried that this thing would have broken the golem spawns, but it seems like we're fine. So that's good. But yeah, on with today's episode. This episode's going to be a bit of a very different one, actually. We're going to be kind of doing lots of little bits around the base that need doing. Is that another golem? No, it's a cow. Cow in the bamboo. Tricked me one too many times. But yeah, we're going to be doing lots of small things, like this patch here needs to be done up, so we could probably get the bell structure in. That wasn't really big enough to have a whole episode. Get some plants around here. We need to finish off this tunnel here because, well, it's dirt and stone right now, so that's just not okay. Yeah, stuff like that. There's a lot of little bits that need doing around the base, so we'll get on with all of that stuff. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going to start, so let's go. The first thing I should do really is get started with all these rails, because this is long overdue, to be honest. So I'm gonna get all of these in, like, properly, so that we can just stick the shears in the chest like it was intended, because we cannot do that at the minute. So we've got this up and down bit in. Obviously the minecart comes through this way and it goes up here. It does make it, I've checked, and it makes it pretty fast. So I assume it'll be fine once it's full of shears. And obviously we don't have to power it when it's going down. But this will now go around the whole thing. I just need to get the last of the rails in because this side wasn't finished. So we'll do this, we'll do a test run, and then this bit will be done. And that is now this top section fully connected. The minecart will pass through here and then go all the way through this bit. You can see I was just doing this bit up. I will get rid of this cobble and stuff because it's only here to show you this. Goes back through here, all the way through, blah blah blah, down the ramp. And then I'm now just going to quickly connect it to the back, which isn't that interesting, so yeah. With these last rails, we should be done now. That is it. I'm going to quickly do a test run to see if it actually makes it all the way through, but if it does, then we are finished in this area and it should be fully self-sufficient, which is great. Moment of truth, send it on its way, and we'll wait for it to come back. At what point do we go and check? I say I'm going to run the circuit and then... Or actually first, let's break this. Just in case it comes back while I'm gone and I'm just running around in circles. Let's go have a look. Okay, the minecart got stuck over halfway, which is good. So to solve that, I think I can literally just break that. Oh, that didn't work. The only issues that actually popped up were these little sections here, so all I'm going to do is just permanently power the upward slopes so that there's no threat of it just not working, basically, because we obviously can't have that. I don't think that should do anything. Or it might lock that. Just break that. Last one. Here. There we go. That should be safe now. So let's try again. Oh, come on, it must be nearly there. Unless it got stuck again. Oh, here it comes! That was a full loop! Oh, that did just power my freaking trapdoor though. That's annoying. Will that power anything? Or is that safe? I hope that's safe. Yep, that's safe. Nice. Full loop, done. Now we just link this in, and that is our shear system. All done and dusted, so I'm just going to block this off with slabs I don't have at the minute, so I'll go grab some. And then we're going to try and fill this with as many shears as we can. because, well, that's how I want it to do. Let's go. Ponk, ponk. It'd be cool to see the cart just like going across that every now and then. And actually, speaking of, I'm going to add a few more powered rails to that top bit because it was going very slow. So if that was to be like a filled minecart, then obviously that would just stop. Send that on its way, it should be a bit faster. There you go, much faster. Alright. 16 trades. What's 16 times 18? Is the number we need. Oh, I should hold something. Something broken. There we go. Thank you, good sir. Go to bed. Hello? Thank you very much. I was originally thinking banners for these. Wow, that repaired instantly. Alright, fully repaired now. That's good. Yeah, for the like being able to tell which one's which bit, but I decided against that because this is more fun. And you are also brown. Whoops, I didn't mean to get in your bed. No, let me out! Okay, thank God. I panicked there. He disconnects if you sleep in their bed. Inventory is full of shears. I also labelled these guys so we know what wool we need. You need exactly 4.5 stacks to max out their trades. Yeah, we have got a good setup here. So all of this can just go in here, and I believe this should work fine. This looks like that will fill up, and as long as there's stuff in this hopper, it will just... Never mind, it worked. Okay, that's fine. I can't trade for more than a chest full at once, so that it doesn't matter. Alright, so the shear system works perfectly. Everyone is now being sheared, I believe, and if they're not, then it's just because they haven't eaten yet. But the next time they eat, they will be sheared. Which is great, because it means that we are officially done in this whole area. That is missing dirt! How are the Endermen even getting those? How did he get there? You know what, I don't care. I'm just going to replace it and pretend it didn't happen. That'll just be because I didn't have enough shears. How can I even get in there? I guess just break this. And then, now that that bit's done, we're just going to get this turned into spruce wood. I reckon we could just get away with this being... Or not get away with, that sounds bad, but just make this spruce wood and have it look good. Like planks. There we go, that is this bit done. Obviously it's very simple, but you literally just drop into it and then you're here, so it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. But that does just polish this a little bit more, doesn't it? So nice. We did just also fix the iron farm bit because the thingy in here was actually locking the hoppers, like the machine we had. So we're actually seeing some product now. I was worried before because the iron was going up but the roses weren't, so I was wondering where they were going. But they were all just stuck, basically. So now that I've sorted that pretty major stuff, I kind of want to get into the smaller bits, like just gathering resources is something I've been meaning to do because I need more oak leaves to do any shrubbery and anything now. I could do with more oak wood in general, to be honest. Spruce wood is kind of lacking, we're alright, but can't imagine for how long. What else could we do with dark oak? I'm not worried about. Saplings, I mean we could do more of the smaller wood types, because obviously we have like no jungle, no cherry, we don't even have a single piece of acacia, so that'd be good to grab. Maybe some more bamboo stuff, but that's kind of sorted. Yeah, just small stuff like that. So we'll probably get leaves for the oak, some more minor wood types that I don't use too often, and stuff like that. So let's just get farming. Let's grow this on this edge, and then this on this edge, and then the cherry one over there. Leaves are all stocked up. Got some jungle, some more cherry, and some acacia. Doing well on saplings now as well. We got quite the roster, and we got a few vines, and then obviously the pale moss, which is pretty good, because that now means we have enough of everything to kind of sit comfortably for a while. And we do have them growing over there still, on the odd chance I need like emergency wood, which is pretty good. I want to redesign this, but I don't exactly want to do that just here because he's named and I don't want him to die, and there's obviously golems roaming around. But I want to redesign this snare trap so it's a bit more efficient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this world, set it to creative so I can just kind of play around with this. And I know that sounds cheaty, but I've tried out snare traps in other worlds and they just work normally, so I kind of have to try and copy this and see what's going on. Whoa, he snapped his neck like crazy, you see that? That's a death stare. But yeah, I'm going to quickly join a creative world and try and play around with this. I'm going to make this hole much deeper, so we'll drag this along. Because if this fixes the problem, then obviously it's worth the hassle in survival mode, but I didn't want to be digging a hole this big for it to, like, possibly make things worse and less efficient. I reckon I could probably get a zombie just like here. And then you'll stay there because it's daytime and you'll die otherwise. But then will you walk in? Will you walk in if I do this? You will. But he also walks off, which is a bit annoying. How do I keep him in there? What's a not obstructive way to keep someone still? Guess the cobwebs. Cobwebs? Maybe? The zombie will stay there, I believe. And then the golem will try and get the zombie. And the zombie's gonna immediately kill himself. That kinda works, you know. And it's got crazy range. I think this is a working design. And it's not even, well, I say that. Could I get away with this? Like, I'm just gonna keep spawning things and trying things out until, you know, the golem's gonna kill the zombie. But I think they'll always go for the... yeah. Okay, so this is a design that actually works. The golems don't go for him when they're behind him, but I don't think they'll ever really be around here, because I'll eventually block it all off with plants. But this thing now has some serious range. That was a bad example. But they can see him from quite far away. And they just walk in, and then they die, and their loot goes into the hoppers, which you'll see when he dies. There you go. Just got 4 from that one. But this is a very feasible design. So this is the final design we're going for. The golems do have quite the range now. Like, they can see him from on the path, which is where they're usually walking. So this guy will kind of just wander and notice him. And then they'll walk in. The zombie's dumb and will try and escape by jumping, which obviously he can't do because he's on the cobwebs. I'm going to add the soul sand just to be safe. But yeah, this is the design we're going for. We need to block the back up with the trees. I will probably just kill the other zombie because I can get as many name tags as I need, and I don't actually need a helmet zombie anymore. I just need to name him. So this is the design we're going for. We'll try and recreate this as best we can, and that should be a much better or a much more efficient zombie farm or iron farm. I've just thought before I commit to this, the zombie's going to chase me as well, which obviously wasn't happening in creative mode. So I need to actually go into that creative world briefly, go into survival and see if the zombie's trying to get me, because if he is, then he'll just walk out of that pod very easily. So it turns out he would have actually followed me, but what we've done is we put a nitwit in the floor there. He's got like a little setup. So at the minute, he is distracted on the nitwit down here. This one. We've just chucked this guy in to be bait for the zombie, and then the zombie's bait for the golems. There's a lot of situations going on at once, but he is now pretty persistently trying to get him, and obviously everything still works. I don't have golem eggs, so I can't show you. But yeah, that's fine. So we just need to recreate the nitwit house as well. I want a nitwit in here, because if I get a villager with a job, then he'll get angry and it will lower my chances of golems spawning, which is why they stopped spawning originally. The only reason that's gone back up is because I did like 1,000,000 trades with the shear guys to get loads of shears, and that has made them happy enough to start spawning them again. So I want a nitwit in here, but they're not spawning at the minute. So what I'm going to do is do some AFK, like villager cycling in the village basically. Or not AFK, off screen. So hopefully by the next cut, or not the next cut, the next time we're back here, because I'll do some other stuff in between, I will have a nitwit set up in here and I can finish this off. And by other stuff, I mean lay out other traps. I'm thinking we have one here, because they're 3x5, I believe. So it's 3, 4, 5. There would be another trap there. And then we just need to grow a couple of trees here, grow some bushes. Zombie would go there, golems would walk through and get caught in the trap. That's a perfect spot for one. I might move it slightly so it's not affected by that, like maybe put it here. Just so I don't have to like decorate the walls or anything. But yeah, that's a good spot for another one. I think that might be it, to be fair. We don't really see golems up here. We see them walking around this path, and I see them walking around over there, and then very rarely see them up top. Alright, how many hoppers do I need to connect this? Because I'm going to connect it to here. I need 57 hoppers to connect these. I have 11. Well, that's not too bad, really, is it? Because I think I've got spares in the arrow. Like, not loads, but I've got spares. And then, obviously, these are being built to get... I don't have any spares. But yeah, these are being built to make more iron faster. So it will be a worthwhile investment, I feel like. To connect this, I actually have to go through the chicken farm thingy. Like, obviously, there's feathers in here. Somewhere. Where are the feathers? Here. Yeah. So this is actually the chicken farm. I need to reroute this wiring so it actually works. That is being rerouted. Now I can go back to getting the hoppers in. That is the second one in place. I actually got the trapdoors and the cobwebs and stuff in now. So that's pretty good. I do need another water bucket. I will do that real quick. But the next cut will be the next stream, so I will catch you when I'm doing whatever, I don't know, because obviously it's 2 days away for me. For you, it's about now. Okay, so we couldn't actually get nitwits because that would take literally forever, so we're going to use weaponsmiths. Because I'm pretty sure it's the only profession that I don't have any of the station in my base, or like in the area. So I literally just have to get my one gone, and then I can go get a normal villager, assign him to the smithing thing, and that should be just as good, because they won't interfere with anything and they should link up immediately. Hello everyone, I'm gonna steal a couple of you. This should be a good setup to actually get the zombie in now, so I'm just gonna kind of lock him in here once he eventually gets off that bed. He should now distract the zombie when we get him in, and I'm hoping that's all we need. Oh, there's a golem in there. Okay. So yeah, let's get the zombie in and the lava in, and then we'll be done with this first trap. So we've actually got the main build done now, we just need to get the zombie in. I did just tie the golem to the thing over there, and the other one's roaming the other side, so I'm hoping I'm fine. But I'm just going to quickly grab the one from the other pod and put him over here, and then we can get a new zombie on the next one. But I should be able to just grab the first zombie, come here and do this, and then he'll walk into that and I can run away. I hope. That's the plan, that's the theory. We have our first snare trap. I did get impatient and take the one from over there, which was a mistake, because I realised I said I was going to keep that one as is. But now we're going to kind of have to turn it into one of these, just out of me being stupid and destroying it without thinking. But that's our first trap in, so anytime a golem walks kind of in this area, which they do often, we'll get some iron, which is great. No! How did you kill him? How did that even happen? How much iron did he have? 1. Fantastic. Wasn't even worth it. Take 2. That has been shifted in a bit. The zombie is still chasing the villager. He has been name tagged. Now let's try it with the golem. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you can't reach. Okay. We now have our first snare trap. That is officially done. Jesus. Oh, it's so unbelievably stressful for what it is. And that is the zombie in place. He's got a few friends. They're all trying to get the villagers. But yeah, now when we get golems through here, that should all perfectly work. Meaning we now have an income of golems, which is great. With all that done now though, I am going to kind of wrap things up here. I'm going to do a mining session briefly where we go get andesite, diorite and some clay, because that's the stuff we need to restock on really. I am an absolute moron, right? You know the whole issue I had with the iron farm where I couldn't get the zombie to stand still, and so I've done all of this work to get him to stay in place? How did I not? Why didn't this cross my mind once? I I made 2 of the old design. How does that... This is a completely new design, basically. I did it off camera completely by accident. I was just kind of playing around with it in my own time. And I made this. The leaves don't catch fire as long as they're not, like, above these signs. It's fine. But this is just so much easier. It does require more hoppers. But look at the range on it. They can see him from anywhere. Well, maybe a bit less than that. There you go. And then they walk up to him. They can't kill him while he's in the boat. For reasons I don't really understand, to be honest. But just look at that. Yeah. Let's try this again. We're going to go into the survival world and kind of recreate this feel. I'm going to go for the custom trees as well. I did normal trees the first time out of pure laziness, but this, you got to admit, this does look cooler. I will range the heights of them a bit more though, because they're only like 2 blocks of height. This one's got quite a lot more variation, but yeah. This is the kind of thing we'll go for, so I'm going to get work on building this. Oh, 3rd time's a charm. It's all finished. Obviously, this is going to grow into some more red colour dotted around. But this iron farm, or iron trap, is done. Golems can get in from the sides. How the hell did you get up there? They can get in from the front, and the range is insane. Like, what the hell? Yeah, the range is insane. So, like, golems here can see him. And then golems about here can also see him, I think. Yeah. And then golems from like here can see him. So it's got quite the radius. I don't know how they do that. I'm going to get him down after I finish this. Yeah, so we're going to copy this all over to this side. Not like exactly, obviously, just the theme. Because this just doesn't hit as hard anymore, does it? It looks alright, but it's not great. So I'm going to have to cut down all the trees, get rid of all the shrubs, reconstruct this, and basically just redo what I did the first time. And here we have the 2nd zombie golem snare trap, I guess. We've got the berries growing again as usual. It just takes a while. It's more scarce than the last one, but that's deliberate. I quite like it, to be honest. I think it looks nice. I wanted you to be able to see the dome quite clearly still. So I think it's good. But, now that we have rebuilt these... Why did he go invisible? Oh, because of the zombie. Yeah, now that we've rebuilt these for the 3rd time... 2 different pods for the 3rd time. I am going to be wrapping this episode up here. I like this design, and we will build more of them in the future, probably like one on the side of another episode here and there, just where we see golems start popping up. But we're done for now. So, oh my god, I'm so happy that this one's done. It's been a long one, I'm going to be honest. With all that said, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like, because it helps out a lot. It keeps my motivation up, because this episode has been grueling, if I'm being honest. Since I finished the sheep farm, this has been dreadful. But it's done now, we can get the stuff in. It's all fine. If you want to see this world continue to develop, because we are doing quite well now. Like, we've got the globe, we've got Clippy's Manor, the Royal Aquarium, the Overgrown Arch, the Tomato Conference Room, Port's Lodge, the Arrow, Cactus Farm. Cactus Farm's just called the Cactus Farm. I think it was called the Iron Ram, is my sheep farm. The Sugarcane Behemoth. You know, we're doing quite well. We got Clay's Tavern, Bricks Masonry, the market. This world is developing very, very quickly. This is episode 17, I believe. And we have all of this stuff. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see it continue. New episodes every week-ish. Sometimes I miss them based on how long episodes take to make. But with all that rambling on, I did waffle on a bit there. Thank you ever so much for watching. This has been TomatoCraftz and I'm off. Bye bye.